Good, you guys. It's Kayla.
Yo, it's healing.
What's up? It's Azaria.
And we will be discussing the effects of having an absent parent or having absent parents. Now, this is a topic that all three of us have gone through, and a lot of people, ranging from children to adults, have gone through this in general. So, I know one thing that I struggled with when I was going through having an absent parent or absent parents was self belonging, or sense of belonging, because I consider myself in high school the type that could I consider myself as the floater. I can hang out with the not so cool kids and I can hang out with the cool kids. And I was okay with that in high school, but now that I look at it, it's just like, I didn't know what type of crowd to hang out with when I was in high school because I didn't belong. Like I felt like I didn't belong, so I just, make anybody my friend, and that's not okay because another thing with having an absent parent is seeking the wrong kind of attention. And whether that be friendships, boyfriends, any kind of relationship, it's easy to do when you have an absent parent or you're hurting or, you're going through something because it fills a void of not having the one thing you're missing. In this case, it was having absent parents or having an absent parent. So that's something that I struggled with a lot because, you know, I wanted to belong to a group. I wanted to fill the void of have not having my people, my parents around me. And that's not okay. So you got to find good people to surround yourself by. You got to get your confidence up and you got to accept yourself no matter what because that's the main thing you got to do when you battle having your own demons. Go ahead, Keelan.
So I struggle with self love, love and acceptance. For that, I dealt with being alone all the time, and while that I had depression, anger, emotions, all that was inside. I kept all inside of me because growing up, my father wasn't there, my mother was there, but she wasn't there all the time. So I you know deal with me getting bullied at school. I kept myself isolated because no one. Every time I talked to my mother, it was always yelling, and I was in the corner. So while that I one day I just wanted to kill myself because I wanted to end it all the yelling, all the frustration. I was tired of being alone, so I wanted to end it this right there. But looking back at what I went through, you know, I wish it could have been better, but it's my story. It's my testimony. You know what I went through helped me become the person I am today, and I can help other people that struggles what I'm going through now. So, in that, if you have kids that who maybe feel isolated, who feel alone, they don't have nobody that can help them, talk to them, or encourage them to get out of the room. It's gonna be hard, but it can help you and it can help your child to, you know, see something else besides the four walls that they see each and every day.
So, when you have an absent parent, a lot of stuff that you deal with has emotions. So, emotions is like a really big thing for me dealing with an absent parent. Dealing with my absent father, I know I was mad a lot. I had a whole bunch of sadness. I like my mood was just like I could never stay in one mood for a small period of time. So I would always be mad because like it was the stuff that he said he would do, but he didn't do. And so I was thinking is, am I not good enough? Should I? Did he not? Does he not want me? Like all those kind of things that like is something wrong with me. But like it was never that. It's just the fact that he can't love me in the way that I want him to love me. He can't care for me in the way that I want him to. So I had to learn that so that I could deal with my emotions in a correct way. Cause I was also sad at the time just because I felt lonely. I felt like I needed him in my life. I felt because I did. I mean, I did have a mother. I had a mother, but at the same time, when you don't have something and you want it, you yearn for it. You yearn for any kind of other attention that you need. Like you're gonna yearn for some kind of attention to fill in the spot that you are wanting to. So with me, I used to, when I got sad and I got angry, just to let the emotions out so they wouldn't build up, I used to cry. And people think crying is vulnerable. Crying is never vulnerable. You're only vulnerable when you don't cry and you let all of the emotions build up inside of you. And then you end up coming out in a harsher way or in a worse way, or you end up going to something else to soothe you. That is never the correct answer. You can cry, you can write it out, you can draw it out, you can sing it out, you can do whatever you want to do. Just do something that makes you happy so that you can pull those emotions out, because those emotions sitting inside of you, they're going to fester. And they're going to fester until it boils over, and it's going to end up coming out in the wrong way. And you're going to end up pushing some people away. Because I know when I had a whole bunch of emotions inside of me, I was steadily pushing people away because of what I was dealing with. And I didn't even know it. Because when you have a whole bunch of emotions inside of you, you don't know what you're doing. You won't understand. And especially if somebody tries to tell you what you're doing and you don't like it and you can accept it, that's one of the worst things. If somebody's trying to help you and they're trying to tell you what you're doing and you don't accept it. So all it said that just make sure that you release what you have, because emotions are a good thing, but they also can be a bad thing to what your life can end up being.
And I want to touch on one more thing, kind of piggybacking off of what Zari said. One thing my mom has always told me after we brought this subject up to her a long time ago: don't be mad at the other parent that cannot be there for your child. It's not their fault that they cannot be there. Maybe, just maybe, they had parents that wasn't there for them and they didn't get taught how to love their own kids and to treat their kids because they wasn't taught that. Like, they didn't have a parent to teach them how to love and care for a kid, how they should be treated. Maybe their parent wasn't there for them either, so they don't know how to be for their child, so they're following their parents that was absent footsteps and not being there. You know, all it takes as a child, as an adult, as a young adult, is to pick up the phone, call, text, DM, it doesn't matter. Just let them know how you feel. And, you know, they might not get it. They might not understand it. They might take offense to it. It is okay as long as you let it out. As long as you get it off of your chest, you will be okay. You will feel a lot better. And saying that, I want to go into how you can get over things. The very first step into getting over, you know, having an absent parent or having absent parents is accepting and understanding that it's not you and it's not your fault that they cannot be there for you. Like I said, it may be the fact that they didn't have a parent to be there for them. It may be the fact that they didn't know how to love you. But it's not your fault. That's point blank period. It's not your fault that they're not there and they couldn't be there. And that's just that.
I would say, like, big old what I said, well, forgiveness is the key of healing, because, like, once you forgive that parent, it may not help them, but it will help you to release all that frustration and anger that you've been holding on for so long, and it has been festered inside of you. So forgiveness is the key of healing. From that, you can move on. You can go to school. You can do whatever you want to do in life. The first step is healing. The first step is forgiveness.
And then, like, one of the other most important but harder steps is to move past from it. Like, y'all, I can tell you, if I did not move past all my anger and all my regret and all my sorrows and everything, like, if I didn't move past that my other parent couldn't do what I wanted him to do, I would not be sitting here in front of you talking to you right now. Like, you have to do it. It might be one of the hardest things in the world, but once you move past it, it'll make you a better person, and, like, you won't think about it as much as you do anymore. It won't come back up in your daily life like it does. like once you move past it and you move past it in the correct way, because if you don't move past it in the correct way, then you're going to come back and you're going to back to step one. So you just move past it in the correct way and just forgive and move past it.
And the very last step that we feel that is important is to love them anyway. Yes, this may be hard. Yes, it may be hard to love someone you don't even know, but it's possible. And that's really important, because if you can love them in their absence, you could love anybody. You could love loving them is really important, because it helps you heal, it helps you grow, and it helps you to become a better person. Yes, they were absent. Yes, they wasn't there. Yes, you're hurt. Yes, you're mad. Yes, you're angry. Yes, you have all these emotions. Yes, I understand. But loving them anyway makes you so much stronger, because you love them in their own faults and in their own mistakes. So, with that being said, just be mindful of all these things that we talked about. And if you see these in any of your kids, if you see these within yourself, you know what to work on, and you know how to fix it, how to confront it. And if you have any questions, you could ask us, you could ask our mom, you could reach out and touch somebody's hand. Yes, reach out, ask for something. Make sure you drink your water. And in 2020, we being honest, we growing, going, and glowing. Okay,
It's
peace.
a good year.
Okay,
Facts.
new decade.